It started long before the starting line. Months of training, hours spent running through rain, wind, and darkness. Every step building towards this Sandsjöbacka Ultra Marathon, 90 kilometers of relentless trails, brutal climbs, and a test of willpower beyond anything I had faced before. I had a plan, a pacing strategy, a fueling strategy, a mental strategy. But ultra endurance doesn't care about plans. It strips you down, hour by hour, step by step, until all that's left is the rawest version of yourself. The race began in the dark, a headlamp cutting through the mist. I was feeling fresh, but I had no idea how tough it was going to be later that day. This is absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here's the path. Almost missed it. At this point, it was becoming clear to me that what I had signed up for was not a piece of cake. The hardest part was actually to just hold back and to conserve energy. I was slowly approaching 30 kilometers. I was feeling fresh and happy, and everything had went very well until this point. But I was slowly noticing that it was probably not going to be this way for long. The first aid station gave me a lot of power, but I also knew that very soon I would be going into the unknown, because I had never done anything longer than 42 kilometers ever before in my entire life. The first 30 kilometers were controlled, legs fresh, mind clear. But the terrain was already playing its tricks. Rolling hills, technical trails, freezing mud, soaking through my shoes. By 15 kilometers, my feet were drenched. By 30 kilometers, I felt the first hints of fatigue, whispering beneath the surface. I accepted it, just kept moving. They say, before something great happens to you, everything falls apart. And I was just waiting for that to happen. At 55 kilometers, the first real battle began. The highs, moments of rhythm where the cadence felt effortless, became fewer. The lows stretched longer. My body was shifting, glycogen stores dwindling, muscles screaming, and my mind calculating the distance still left. Every climb stole more energy. Every descent tested already burning quads. And yet, I kept pushing. "76 kilometers in, the cutoff loomed. I forced my body into motion, hitting speeds I didn't think I had left, because stopping wasn't an option. I made it, just in time, but the final 20 kilometers stood before me like a wall, daring me to break. Darkness fell. My headlamp flickered. Then blackness. My power bank dead. The night swallowed me whole. The terrain turned brutal. Slick moss, jagged rocks, climbs so steep they felt vertical. My legs done. It wasn't fatigue anymore. It was something deeper. A raw, burning ache in my bones. And then I saw it. A road. A bench. A moment of decision. I sat down, looked out over the city lights below. No regret, no anger, just an overwhelming sense of acceptance. 88.5 kilometers, 16 hours and 59 minutes. I had reached my limit. Or had I? For days, that question haunted me. I had always believed in one more step, that no matter how shattered I felt, I could always go further. And yet, in that moment, I stopped. Why? Was it true failure, or had I simply found what I came looking for? I know one thing now. Next time, I will be ready. Ready for the darkness. Ready for the moment of decision. Ready to take that extra step. Because this was not the end. This was just the beginning.